Like a lone wolf prowling the depths of the universe meets space hippie, it's Ballisticola.
Welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about character models with a very special guest pointer, Sean Murray. Thank you for being here, Sean. Look, I know you're busy with Next, but can you just give us just a tiny bit more? Ah, well, it's worth a try. So looking at Next artwork, which is fantastic by the way, our suits look to have one primary colour and another secondary colour. So you've got the blue one there, which is actually just blue. You've got the green one with some orange stripes. You've got the orange one that's got a slight blue shoulder, and the yellow one, which is the most interesting one, is yellow and blue. You can see the yellow has a little blue touch on the back of the helmet. You've got a stripe on the arm, which looks to have another two underneath it, so maybe you can customize them as well. And they're also the same on the leg, looks to be 3 stripes there. Also on the cuffs, where you can see on the yellow there's blue part of the cuff, you can see in each one there's like a slightly different section. Having said all that, what happens if it's not customization? What happens if you have to buy these suits, or you have to find these suits, just like your ship, just like your multi-tool? You know, that if you look at the helmets are not exactly the same as each other. They're not just a colour that's been changed. They've got actual different antennas. They've got antennas that are the same antennas on the different side. Maybe you can buy tech that upgrades those helmets. Maybe different tech placed in different slots on different suits actually gives the form of the different suits. Maybe you can't actually customize it to your own liking. Maybe it's just that's how the game works. And talking of tech and upgrades, what exactly is the circular thing on the back and front? Because that's a new thing. If you look at the old jetpack, you just look at it now in the game, it doesn't have anything circular on it. It looks to be something that's been actually placed on top, as it would be an upgrade, just like the shoulder pads, just like the ball, which I'll get to in a minute. Also, as a side note, there's no one ever questioned this, but where's the jetpack on these backpacks? There don't seem to be any openings. There don't seem to be. How did the jetpack work? Just a question. My theory on the circular panels is that it's an indicator to other players, much like I think it's Astroneer. You've got backpacks that you can see little lights flicker on and off, gives you a bit more information for your players. Like below the circle on the back there, you've got different lights, so maybe the different lights mean people have got different tech installed. So what is the ball on the shoulder? Is it a drone? Don't think so. It's fixed to the shoulder. Doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. Is it a scanner? Could be. It looks to move about, but why has it got an area on top? My theory is it's a camera that sends live feed to other players. It's not even that far-fetched. They use it in real life. You have cameras stuck to helmets. It's even used in the film Aliens. This is No Man's Sky, so your teammate could be on another planet, so it would be a good idea if you could see what they were seeing. It would work like any other tech. It would take up a slot, and maybe you could extend the range with upgrades. Or maybe it's just something as simple as linking to someone else's stream.
I've just noticed something as well. I have to put it out there first before anyone else. You see the knee pads?
Yeah.
Just saying. Crouching confirmed.
What?
We're going to be able to crouch finally. It'd be amazing.
Oh, I thought you were going for a dirty joke there or something, man.
Well, it does mean that you'll now be able to do something in PvP that you previously wouldn't have been able to do in PvP before as well.
Yeah, it also means your knees are going to be in the mud.
I know he's joking there, but it makes me think about the scale of No Man's Sky.
And keep this in mind too, a lot of things are probably going to have to be optimized in the game for these avatars to be added, because have you guys ever looked at the scale of things?
How can you not notice it? So here I am, get on the ship. Just look around. So There I am, sort of level with the cockpit. Just at eye line with the engine. Here we are in space. Let's go for this asteroid here. A hole big enough to fly through, but you'd think that your wings would be touching the side of that hole. But as you go into photo mode, look how massive or how small your ship is compared to that hole. If you zoom in again to that engine, you can see how small we would be compared to the rest of it. It's tiny, but it doesn't feel like that. And here I'm on a planet. Let's go up against this little plant. That's eye level. Go out into photo mode and compare it to the ship. It's about the same as the engines, but that's what it would look like if someone was standing there. That's how high, that's how tall they would be, as tall as a plant. Same with this cactus. Basically halfway up the cactus, go into photo mode. And if there was someone else standing next to that, how small would they be compared to what it feels like standing next to it? I'm about to go to a pillar of iron. About halfway up. You're coming back out of that. If someone was standing next to that, how small would they appear to look compared to how it feels standing next to it? I'm in a cave, quite a average cave. You can see the top of the roof there. You can see the iron pillars. That's how big the player would be. So why does it look an average cave? It should be massive looking. And that's why the scale's all off. And that's what has to change. But what can change now? Look at me there. You can see how close I am to the ground. Pretty close. I'll go up to my ship for the next part. Look how big my multi-tool is to the side of that ship. You can't take it out when you're near your ships. You have to keep going backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. Take it out. Maybe. Yeah, go back there. No. There you go. Look how big it is compared to the engine. It's not right. Up next, I am an animal and I am not your friend. This guy is 1.51 meters tall, which is 4'9'5". But I still look like I'm hugging the ground. And he just won't stay, he just wants to get away. So my point is, why don't you just make players taller and multi-tool smaller? That would solve a lot of problems. I'll let him go now. Go on. Bye bye. And that's it. After 2 weeks of audio problems, one of which still remains, the video is finally finished. Now, you may have noticed I didn't actually introduce Cobra or Semtex. That's because I didn't want to highlight just two people. Now, if you've been listening to Cobra, which you all should be, there's a guy on there called Semtex, and he is genuinely the best of us. I've learned in the last 2 weeks that we are the best of us. because we are a constellation on the rise and not the constellation prime.